Welcome to Module 1. This presentation introduces Module 1 of the Mobile App Development course, focusing on the introduction to mobile application building and design. The module establishes essential principles that guide developers in creating effective, user-friendly, and high-quality mobile applications. What you will learn in this module, several key areas will be covered. First, we examine why best practices are critical in mobile development. Next, we explore essentials do's including user-centered design, platform compliance, performance, and security. We will also identify common don'ts that developers must avoid. Additionally, both beginner and advanced development principles will be discussed, followed by an overview of the assessment structure of this module. Introduction. Mobile application development is one of the most influential domains in modern technology, with billions of smartphones users globally. Mobile applications play a central role in areas such as commerce, education, healthcare, and entertainment. Before beginning development, it is essential to understand the guiding principles that determine application success or failure. These principles are grounded in industry experience and user research. The key idea to note is that successful mobile application prioritize people first and technology second. Why best practices matter? Adhering to best practices is critical in mobile app development due to the high cost of poor design decision. Research shows that over half of users abandon applications that take more than 3 seconds to load. Additionally, 1 in 3 users will discontinue a transaction if the process is overly complex. Poor usability and frequent crashes remain the leading causes of negative app rating. Therefore, best practices represent accumulated industry knowledge, helping developers avoiding common pitfalls and deliver reliable, secure, and efficient applications. Design for the user first. User-centered design is a foundational principle in mobile development. Developers must begin by conducting thorough user research to understand actual user needs and behaviors. Creating user personas helps in representing target audiences effectively. Furthermore, wireframing and prototyping should be employed to test ideas before full implementation. It is also important to follow established platforms guidelines, such as those provided by Apple and Google, as users are already familiar with this pattern. Finally, permission should be requested contextually only when needed to improve user trust and reduce abandonment rates. Performance, accessibility, and security. There are 3 pillars of professional mobile development. Number 1, performance, accessibility, and number 3 is security. Professional mobile applications are built on 3 key pillars: performance, like I have said, accessibility, and security. Performance involves minimizing startup time, optimizing networks requests, compressing media assets, and ensuring that heavy operations do not block the user interface. Accessibility ensures inclusivity by using clear labels, maintaining sufficient color contrast, supporting scalable text, and designing appropriate touch targets. Security focuses on protecting user data through secure storage mechanism, encrypted communication, proper input validation, and control permission usage. Test early and plan for maintenance. Testing and maintenance are essential components of the development life cycle. The testing pyramid begins with unit testing, which verifies individual components. Integration testing ensures that different models works together correctly. User interface testing validates user interaction, while device testing ensures compatibility across various hardware and operating systems. Finally, beta testing allows real users to provide feedback before full release. Planning for maintenance ensures long-term application reliability and adaptability. Onboarding and interface mistakes. Do always allow users to explore the app before requiring registration. Ask for permission contextually, not all at once. Make onboarding short, clear, and always skippable. Keep screen focused and uncultured. Use white space to improve readability and reduce cognitive load. Touch target is equals to or greater than 44 by 44 feet, easily tappable on any device. Avoid don't require, that is number one, require registration before the user has seen any value. Make sure you request all permission at once on first launch. Design unskippable, lengthy onboarding flows. Place too many elements and action on a single screen. Use small, densely packed text on mobile screen. Design touch targets that are too small or too close together. No matter what, developers must avoid common onboarding and interface design mistakes, requiring user registration before demonstrating value on discourage engagement. Similarly, requesting all permission at launch can overwhelm users. Long unskippable onboarding process should be avoided. Overloading screen with too many elements reduces usability, while small text and poorly spaced touch target negatively affect user experience. Instead, interfaces should remain simple, clear, and user-friendly. Applying errors and battery drain. 3 critical runtime pitfalls. 3 critical runtime issues must be avoided. Neglecting offline scenarios, poor error handling, and excessive battery consumptions. Applications should not assume constant internet connectivity and must provide meaningful feedback during failures. Errors should be handled gracefully without exposing technical details to users. Additionally, developers should avoid unnecessary background processes, excessive data usage, and continuous hardware activity, as these significantly impact battery performance. Do's and don'ts for beginners. For beginners, it is important to focus on mastering one platform before exploring others. Strong understanding of programming fundamentals is essential and very important. Developers should aim to complete small projects and learn from well-designed applications. Using official documentation and engaging with developer communities enhances learning. On the other hand, beginners should avoid multitasking across multiple frameworks, skipping version control practices, and publishing incomplete applications. Advanced do's and advanced don'ts. Scaling best practices for complex projects. We have architecture pattern, code quality, monitoring, CI/CD pipelines, dependencies, and finally, documentations. Advanced development requires structured practices for scalability and maintainability. Developers should adopt architectural patterns such as model view, view model, or clean architecture to separate concerns. Continuous integration and development pipelines are essential for automation and reliability. Code quality must be maintained through peer review, and adherence to standard. Dependencies should be carefully evaluated, and monitoring tools should be used to track application performance. Proper documentation is also critical for long-term project sustainability. Key takeaways for Module 1, what you should know and apply. You should know user-centered design is the most fundamental principle built for users, not for developers. You should also know and apply performance, accessibility, and security must be built in from the start, never added as afterthoughts. And also you must know and apply for onboarding, cultured interfaces, and ignore offline scenarios are leading causes of abandonment. And also at the same time, you should know advanced developers, clean architecture, CI/CD, code reviews, production monitoring, know unchecked depths. Follow Apple, HIG, and Google material design to meet users' platform expectation instinctively. Test continuously. Unit integration, UI, device, and beta testing are all essential stages. Beginners, one platform, did from day one, small complete project, official documentation. Every piece of code entered into a project must be understood by the developer responsible for it. This model highlights several important takeaways. User-centered design remains the most fundamental principle. Developers should adhere to platform guidelines to meet user expectations. Performance, accessibility, and security must be integrated from the beginning. Continuous testing across multiple levels is essential for onboarding, neglect, and foundational skills, while advanced developers must emphasize architecture, automation, and monitoring. Ultimately, every line of code must be fully understood by the developer implementing it. Assessments, module assessment. The assessment for this module consists of two parts. The first is a knowledge quiz, which includes multiple choice questions designed to evaluate understanding of key concepts. The second component is written reflection, where students are required to critically analyze a mobile applications they frequently use. This reflection should identify strengths and weaknesses based on the principles discussed in this module. Conclusion. In conclusion, this model has established the foundation of do's and don'ts that define professional quality mobile app development, from user-centered design and platform guidelines to performance, accessibility, security, and testing. This principle apply universally across every stage of the development life cycle. Whether you are a beginner writing your first screen layout or advanced developer architecting a complex multi-platform application. These principles form the lines through which all technical decisions should be evaluated. Great apps are built on principle, not just code. Thank you for listening.